But yeah, I don't know what to talk about, but we're gonna talk about something. You know, I'm watching a video, Cartoon Network bumpers by Nostalgia Critic, right? And he's talking about how like they used to be good bumpers, and bumpers used to be a big thing. Bumpers used to be a thing, and whatever. It used to be a thing that lost art, right? Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was just about to say, like, yeah. And I think two things that were lost in the art, because he said when streaming came around, the art lost, right? Lost, which is fair. There's two things I think are lost to streaming services, right? Two things lost to streaming services: commercials and bumpers. Now, bumpers are a whole different thing. Commercials, okay, they're still ads. There's fine. You can have an ad that you like, whatever. It's fine. What I think the bumpers are like. That's what makes a. It's true. It does. It is It is exactly what makes a channel. It like defines a channel. These bumpers. Oh yeah, it does. 100%. 100%. 100%. Oh, that makes a channel. 100%. Of course, it makes a channel. Right. Of course, it makes a channel. It's ama- amazing. It's fantastic. It blows minds how it does. It blows my mind. It blows minds how like those were that what made it. That made a channel award. It did. Oh, it did. 100% made a channel. It defined the channel. The channel was a bumper. It was an outro. It was a between show thing. It was a this. It was a that. A bunch of like ooh. It defined a channel. Commercials did not define a channel. They just were kind of these things that people did because whatever, right? Oh yeah, yeah. And they sold them whatever. Bumpers were like the ooh. Those are the things that made the channel. Cartoon Network is one. I never watched Cartoon Network ever. So for me, I'm just like, damn. So I never watched Cartoon Network ever, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I like the bumpers runs things like Teletoon, YTV, and Family Channel were the greatest. I never watched Disney Channel. I watched Family Channel. Yeah, yeah. I have to say they were something. They were definitely something. Oh, they were something. All right. Sorry, sorry. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. Actually. Oh, my mic wasn't on. Damn it. That camera, okay? This is the camera people told me to get. They're like, get a battery for this camera. Sorry, I forgot to turn my mic back on. But yeah, battery for this camera and try this one. Good because in auto mode, it lets me still do self timer. It's got a case. It's smaller. It's like 10% smaller, 10, 20% smaller than the other ones. Great. I can put this, this, right? Let it go. And then take a self timer selfie. I can plop it on a tripod and take a group photo with people. Basically, I don't have to worry about like I don't have to worry about anything basically. Oh great. For me at least, I feel like this is the one I want to use. Because I'm gonna try it in the next film. Okay, you know what the problem is? Every camera that I used produced at least one good photo. So now I can't be like, this camera rule it out because it's crap. This camera rule it out because it's crap. They all produce at least one photo that is good. Now I'm gonna have to choose the best ones out of those two because I'm not gonna do them all. Use them all. Or use all three again. Obviously, I only have two more color photos. I'm probably gonna buy one black and white black and white film. And so for me, I'm gonna just probably pick one black and white film, put in the other camera and the color being this one. Because I'm probably gonna go see some people soon. I'm gonna do some kind of group thing, and we're all gonna take group pictures, and it'll be great, and I can. Hey, if anybody wants them, just let me know. I mean, yo, let me know. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Tell you, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, so that's a good camera. I like the camera. It's like 20%. I want to get this camera fixed, which is I've already said it multiple times. Ricoh AF5. I just need a pad on it, and it should work. Problem is, I don't know if I want to spend a lot of money on it, or any money, to be honest. So, it's like, so I don't know, right? But I mean, look, I'm not saying it's good or bad. What I'm saying is, yeah. What I'm saying, I'm not saying it's good or bad. What I'm saying is, you end up with that ooh, I don't know if I like want to spend money on it. Like, there's a lot of people have one of two things with it. Okay, one of two things. Uh, this is expensive, or this is just more than I would be willing to pay for it. I don't want to pay this price for it. Maybe a good price. It's just that I personally don't want to pay for it. Pay that price. So that's two different things. You are acknowledging that that is a good price, but you're also saying, but personally, I don't want to pay that price. It's fair. Don't get me wrong. It's fair. I have that all the time. I'm like, that's an amazing price. I just never want to pay it. I just do not want to pay it. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not saying, it's good or bad. I'm just saying, like, that's what it is. Like, that's what happens with a lot of it. It's like, oh. But yeah, that's what I feel anyway. I'm like, yeah, there's good, and then there's just, or there's like a good price, and then there's like, but I still don't want to pay that price. I don't care how much, is good, is technically good. I just don't want to pay that price. It's fair. A lot of people don't. I'm one of those people who sees it and goes, I don't really care. Now, do I think it's amazing or I think it's terrible? No, of course, like I said, I've acknowledged that it's a crazy good, or not crazy good, but like a good deal, good price. I'm just saying I don't personally want to pay that. It's your personal price you'd pay for something. I don't want to pay that price. Fair. I do it all the time. I do it at conventions all the time. I did it at Comic Con and I did it at the last Toy Fest fair I went to, and like toy fair, whatever it was, I went to toy convention I went to. I'm like, "Oh, these are still good prices for a lot of this, but it's not what I'd ever pay for this. I'd never pay this." And then other times it's like, no, you were a buffoon and an absurd crap, and you're just charging way too much for anything. If I get this one running, it's a point and shoot. My dad said, "Oh, I like that camera a lot." I went, "Yeah, I know. I remember using it. I don't remember if I ever actually got it right, but I remember using it." So what I mean by getting it right is, I mean, like, were they any were they good? Were they any good? Was it any good? I don't know. I remember using it. I just remember using it. There it is. Yeah, I'm not saying there's a few of them. There's this one. There's a few of the APS cameras that I definitely distinctly remember using some of the APS cameras. APS film cameras. I have one over there, and I have another one that I remember using. And yeah, there's two other ones in the basement that broke. That in my basement that are in a bag that are broken basically, or use a weird type of battery that I just have to like have replaced or else it won't work. And look, I'm not saying it's horrible or great. Like it's just that I'm not willing to spend that much. Here, if I can get somebody to fix it, give me a little pad, fine. Who cares? Like it's fine. Problem is, I don't want to spend a stupid amount of money on something where I could just like forget it and buy a new. Like look, I've never even look it up. Look, I'm sure. I'm telling you, I'm sure. Right? Let's go here and we'll go to. Let's go to eBay for now. Hello, eBay.ca, and what do you get? Look, I'm gonna look it up. Probably not that much. Like, I'm not probably not gonna spend that much money on a full brand new one. Like, that's stupid, right? Look. Hey, look, let's look right now. Yeah, Rico F5. Rico F5. Look, and go to like lowest, right? Lowest prices. And this is just based on. This is based on um, like okay. I'm not willing to spend $24, but look, let's go to where is it? No. Let's go to no categories. No, let's go to where's the thing where it says accept right now. What is accepting bid? Or accepting price. Okay. Look like $24? I don't know. Look, can you open the film door? Just open the film door. I don't care what it is. Open the film door, please. Open the door. Yes. Okay. Where's the contact? Where's contact the seller thing? There's a weird psychological thing in our brains where it's like there's a very strange psychological thing in our brains where we're like willing to pay more. Yeah, like willing to pay more, and I'm talking like we're willing to pay like 10 to 20% more, 2 or 3 times as much, almost sometimes. If it's all, if it's if the it's the if the shipping is included in the price of the thing, or if there's like very cheap shipping. What? Wrong. Cool. But yeah, it's really weird that way. It's like we're willing to spend that much if it's so bizarre to me. Very dumb. Very weird. Very weird. Very like really. Like if I got this working, pretty damn good. Like all I really want is a piece that goes right here. A stupid little piece. It goes right into the end here on this side, and it holds the film like flush with the sensor. All I want is that. I don't need anything else. Nothing else. Nothing. Nothing else. Literally nothing else. Oh, whoa. Go back there. Can I go free shipping? Let's just check. Probably not, right? No. I mean, no. You're getting into like stupid. No, okay. I will do what's it called though? Auctions. Okay, so this auction is $34 shipping. What the heck? Like, can I say it's in Canada? No, within 100 kilometers. No, but like, there's really only one or two that are decent price. I mean, sorry. Let's look up Canada only, see if anything comes up. Oh, he's in Canada. Okay, if that guy's in Canada, I'll ask him, hey, can you do anything about shipping? Or any way to get shipping cheaper? But from my brother's experience of selling things on Etsy, guess what? Guess what? How stupid the system is, okay? How dumb the system is. Unlike in the US, where you can say the continental United States, it's cheaper. You can get free shipping within the continental United States for certain things, okay? Maybe over a certain price, maybe whatever. Whatever. The stupid, and I mean stupid thing about Canada. Guess a sec. Absolutely ridiculously dumb thing about Canada is okay. And it's like the stupidest. U.S. you can get continental United States can be free shipping. Okay, continental United States can be free shipping. The it's cheaper to send something halfway across the world, somewhere like Italy, Germany, so Europe, Asia, Australia, maybe not, than it is to ship from here to Vancouver, or here to Ottawa, or here to Ontario. How absolutely effing ridiculous is that? Absolutely stupid. Like, think about that. That's cheaper. I know that they have like you can be a member of like or like get like a whatever with Canada Post. Like, God, freaking dang it, man, frick, man. It's one of those really terrible. Excuse me. I don't know. Like, oh my God, it's crazy. Absolutely stupid. Absolutely dumb. Dumb as far as I'm concerned. As far as I've heard. It's almost dumb. So almost dumb. So But yeah. So I'm thinking like maybe if I ask the guy, I'm like I'm in Canada, like if we converse, I'll be able to figure something out. But I don't think so because of the fact that I'm in Canada, he's in Canada, and guess what happens? It might be more expensive to ship to Canada. It's okay. Shipping on eBay is one of the worst because I remember a guy came into my local video game card and card comic book and coin shop, stamp and coin shop, and retro video game shop, retro video games, cards, coins, cards, stamps, coins, and comic books shop, just records and general like on shop type of stuff that they sell, secondhand store. Anyway, and he basically said it's stupid. It'll cost me the same amount of money to ship it, whatever, wherever far away, than it would to ship it down my street. I can get up. It was something stupid too, like a piece of like or like a piece of lip balm or lipstick or an SD card or something stupid like or a micro SD card even. And he's like, might as well walk it down to the guy down the street who just bought it from me. It's so stupid. I'm like, yeah, that is dumb, but it's dumb in a weird like. Why though? I don't understand. Ugh, so dumb. eBay was one of the ones that cost like that would charge a lot, and there's lots of fees in eBay, just like a whole bunch of like not hidden fees, but just fees that you're like, oh, there's fees here. Oh, I didn't know there was this fee or that fee. Not saying it's a horrible thing. They got to pay for it somehow. It can be nothing free, fully free. But yeah, now I'm gonna look it up again on EGG. EGG. No, just EGG. I think I already looked it up and I couldn't find anything. So I don't think it's gonna even know what I'm talking about here on PG. No, no paper. I definitely want to learn how to use this camera. I just don't really care for like learn how to use cameras. I just don't really care for like no results. Okay. Just gonna check if it's dash makes a difference. No, no. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, like where can I look for it? eBay.kf. No, same with this. Okay, so yeah, so I just don't want to spend lots of money doing it. I just don't. I really don't. If I'm gonna spend a stupid ton of money on this and invest a lot, this is not something I'd love to have. No way. Where are lens caps for it? Oh, is that what that is? Oh, I never checked. A sec. Cap for? Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. No. Okay. I'm sure I may have that. Bleh. May have the lens cap for something somewhere. Or it may have a lens cap for this camera somewhere. I don't. Whatever. What's the difference? Hate honestly, I hate. I repeat, hate blogs. I never read blogs. Never. In my
Today I'm going to introduce you to this Ricoh camera, very popular in the 80s.
It was very popular in the 80s. My dad used it. He loved it.
Made in Japan, but the headquarters of it was made in Germany.
Quarters of it? No. Their headquarters are in Germany. It was made in Japan, correct? We look. Made in Taiwan, actually. You're wrong, unless there's multiple of these. Like as in like multiple sections. Also, what I like is these point and shoots that have uh flashes connected. I'm very much like, oh, that's great. As in, I don't have to worry about the flash. I don't have to remember to put a flash on and then remember to turn it off when I don't want it. You know, I can just like flick it up, have it charge, shoot it, put it down. Like, ugh, whatever. Anyway, I'm watching a kid review with the camera. Lid. They give you wonky results without the pad. I could fix it easily, but no. Film canister pad. Oh no! Can I share this? Dang it. Dang. Okay. I mean, look, it's not that bad. Oh god, but I just bad. Like, oh no, do I need that? I don't know if I need that.
and unscrew and put screw this on
Magnify the
very
picture.
gently
What
too.
I want to know is, what does that mean? Also, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. In my opinion, weird. I don't know. As in, like,
This is the flash you use to take the picture. And now to take it off, you do the same.
no, really? He's like
Unscrew
turning,
it
like
very
teaching us how to screw something onto something else. My god. Do you need that on there? I don't think you do, right?
both on so that you don't get scratched up either, because it won't be a very good picture.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But I'm like looking at this video, being like, well, do you need that?
Just with it original, just screw this back on gently.
Oh, ND filter. I didn't check if my ND filter that I have for my. Oh, there it is. Let me see if this ND filter onto the Ricoh. Maybe, maybe. Nah, the ND filter is way too big. Damn. Okay. The skylight ND filter, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. I don't think I need it. Need an ND filter? I'm just, it'd be fun or be good to have one. Anyway, I don't know. I don't care. I just want to know, can I use it without anything? I don't know. I don't even think it's an ND filter. I just think it's like a protector. So I don't need it. Okay. At least not in this.
Thank you, Grantley, for showing us your beautiful camera.
Also, this kid's in like the nicest suit you've ever seen. He's one of those. He looks like one of those prep school, you know, pretentious bums. Pretentious assholes. No, go back.
These cameras were really popular back in the, starting the 1960s. Thank you, Grantley, for showing us
Bradley,
your
okay.
beautiful camera. These
Watch
cameras were really popular back in the,
review of it,
well,
or like just
for a
overview.
long period of time, starting the 1960s. By the 70s, the automatic versions were coming out, and by 1980s, they had been perfected and were quite popular and easy shot cameras, but they
Yeah, definitely easy point and shoot cameras that people would love to use. Ah, they're too big. Got this Yashica. What one? People are telling me don't bother. Think you want a camera? You think you want the camera between the lens, like around the lens? If you want to build a camera around the lens, don't do that. Find a camera that's good, and then if that lens happens to work, it works.
they still gave you the quality that you expected from a more deluxe, expensive camera.
Yeah, it was like a medium. It's from what I remember of this camera. I don't know if there are any pictures that are distinctly from specifically from this camera, but from what I remember from this camera, it was very much a okay. It was like a medium frame camera. It was like better than crap, like the low end crap, but not as good as like the crazy stuff, but still gives you higher like medium, high medium range, like high medium quality, rather than crap.
This particular model sold for around $200 in 1986.
Isn't that crazy?
Grantley was able to purchase it on eBay for $5.99.
That's crazy. He bought it for $5.99 on eBay, like 2018. Oh my god, this kid is. How did you with all the accessories, the bag, and the two lenses? Oh my god, and the thingy. Oh my god,
Plus,
crazy.
it came with all its lenses.
Yeah.
You see here, and a beautiful little case to hold the lenses.
Oh, that's to hold the lens.
Warranty card and date of purchase and sales.
Oh, that's cool. Just knowing the warranty card and stuff,
nice camera.
and like date of purchase.
It uses film by Kodak, and
It doesn't use film by Kodak. It uses film by anybody. You just happen to buy Kodak.
Grantley prefers the 40-speed film. This is still you can still buy this film. This particular pack costs $3.99.
40 speed. Oh, 400 speed. I'm like, what? What did he pay in
You can
2018?
still buy this film. This particular pack costs $3.99.
$3.99 for what? One? Oh my god! And 36 or 24? 24. Okay. Still in 2018, $3.99. Oh my god, kid, so lucky. Wow.
The developing has gone up from back in the 1970s and
Well, yeah.
60s when it was really cheap. Grantley developed 2 rolls the other day. It cost them around $30.
Yeah, that's about right. Well, 2 rolls cost them $30. Want to know exactly how much my 4 rolls cost me with developing, printing, and scans? $116 for 4 rolls. Now that's incredibly crazy, but still, I should never have paid that much. But people were telling me, no, that's about right. Because everywhere else I looked online or looked were about the same price. So, $23. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, personally, that guy's crazy.
It's a great hobby, and it's really fun to work with these cameras that still use film and be able to see how they develop and the processes that go into them. And this is just a really nice model. And thank you, Grantley, for showing us your beautiful find that you got
Brantley,
as a
Brandon,
model. And thank you, Grantley, for showing us your
Grantley is his name.
beautiful find that you got. And it's a wonderful camera, and I'm sure you're going to have years of enjoyment out of it.
Years of enjoyment. Kid dropped that thing fast. Look, here's a problem. Unless you're a kid who really wants photography, you're gonna realize. Now, I'm not gonna say that your digital camera's gonna be better, like any cheaper per se, but you're gonna realize if I buy a digital camera, it's one upfront investment. Maybe it's investments of like SD cards after, SD cards. But other than that, you're not investing. You're not paying per picture. God.
Thank you, everybody. Good day.
Thank you, everybody. Good day. Glenn Edward Waters. Still, it's like, oh my god. I just want to know, can I? And I repeat, I mean, can I use? Okay. This kid's still using the camera. Or where can I buy cheap one of these? Like traders. There you go. $100? That's incredible. That's stupid. Although it's not the craziest. I've had worse. I've had crazier. I've heard crazier. So anyway, I don't know. In my opinion, it's kind of dumb, but okay. Who? yeah. So I don't know. In my opinion, I just want. I don't know. I don't want to keep saying why I keep saying my opinion, but like what I'm saying is I want it to be this. I just do. I do. I want to get just a broken camera and get it and fix it and be done with it. Never. So if I'm ready to willing to pay like $25, I don't want to pay $25 at all, at all, at all, at all, at all. But I would. I wouldn't be averse to paying $25 for one. Just to, no. I realize no, no, no. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know. Just my opinion. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. In my opinion, film photography is. I like to learn how to use film photography, do all that stuff. It's not so good if you just like take all the, what take what I've learned and if I apply it to like the real. No, I'm just gonna say the real world, meaning like modern day, d- uh, disc. Nope, not what I'm trying to say. Modern digital cameras, and I could use the same stuff. Now it's different to use it, but I could do it. But yeah, like it'd be different process, but yeah, it's the same concept though. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I s what was I gonna say? Yeah, I still want a digital camera, a good digital camera. What are you gonna do, right? I don't got $1,000. I don't got $3,000. I don't got $5,000. I don't got $10,000. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just film photography for you. Good stuff, but eh, eh. Would I invest a lot of money? No. Would I invest money? Or should I invest money? Probably not. Here's the problem. I remember listening to some guy. He was making a point where he was saying something like, well, what he was saying was he was coming to the conclusion that you should do what you love to do, right? Find what you love and find what makes you money and happy and like you're secure in your life. And I went, yeah, but is that what we should do as Christians? As we're talking to, he's talking to a bunch of Christians. He's not particularly Christian, but he's talking to a bunch of Christians. And I'm not saying he's wrong, but I'm saying like, but as a Christians, we shouldn't look at things and say, oh, I only want to do what I want to do and what makes me happy. And don't look at it also. Don't make the mistake that you think because, because camera died. Fantastic. Oh, camera died. Fair enough. Fair enough. That camera died. I'll let it charge right now. I'll charge it right now. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, don't get the mistake where as Christians that we do, where we're like, oh, because I like this or I'm good at it, it's what God wants me to do. It's like not necessarily. Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, sure, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Now, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying not necessarily. Don't necessarily say that, like, oh, don't do it and say, oh, well, I'm good at this and I like it, therefore it's definitely what I should be doing with my life. Not necessarily. You know? So, but yeah, I'm not saying, right, that per se, that you shouldn't do that. Do stuff you like to do. Don't sit in misery your whole life. That's crazy. But also look into it and see, okay, well, should I be doing this? What I do? I don't know. Anyway, in my opinion, I feel like this is just my opinion. I feel like gotta look at it properly. Like I like doing this stuff, but is this what I should be doing? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. What should I be doing? I asked multiple people that said you're never gonna truly know exactly what you should have been doing, and also God's not gonna go and say to you, "Oh, you didn't do exactly what you needed to do. Oh, you weren't a lawyer. Oh, terrible for you. Oh, you still. Oh, you're going to hell now. When you get to the gates of heaven or you get to God. And I'm not saying that he's going to not be disappointed, but he's going to be like, because I think it was Goggins, the guy the guy's crazy at like physical his physical like exercise and stuff, like his marathons and all that stuff. He runs and he whatever. He once said because he's on Joe Rogan's podcast once, and he once said, "It's not that I did something wrong; it's that I get to heaven and God says, God says, well, you didn't do what you should have or could have done, or should have done. You should have done this, but yeah, you didn't do it because you just did whatever." But I think it doesn't matter what you're doing because I've had the other argument too, where a pastor told me, pastor of the previous church, guy who runs the young adults. He basically told a young adult, "You can be a Christian in any place." And I also heard that from a person who was running. He runs like a seminary school. What do we call? A theological school anyway, and theological school more like anyway, Bible college kind of thing. Not really, but whatever. Anyway, and what he was saying was, we as in like this place produces Christian doctors, lawyers, business. We're not producing pastors and such, ministers and rabbi and reverends and all that. No, we're not. We're not. That's not what we're doing here. So he said you can do it in anything, and he said to me, he's the same guy who said to me, the pastor of my previous pastor whose church was like, said to me directly, he's like, look, that's not gonna go into heaven. You're not gonna get to God, the side of God, get to God, and God's gonna go when you die, and God's gonna go, oh, you weren't a lawyer, sucks to be you. No, like you're going to hell. Stupid idiot. Should have known what I was saying. No, but also you got to kind of know what God wants from you. Anyway, because I thought to myself, okay, well that kind of gives the impression like or seems like as long as you're spreading the gospel, it doesn't really matter what you do. I mean, it does, obviously, but it doesn't really matter, like, in the grand scheme of things. You know? So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion on that whole thing. I think to myself, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with my life? And it's like, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're spreading the gospel in some way, shape, or form, it doesn't really matter how you do it. Maybe God will tell you, go here, go there, go do it this way. But, you know, I've gone for enough an hour. But, yeah. Anyway. But, yeah, I mean, personally, I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Personally, that's my yeah. I like. See, that's what I'm saying. I like photography, but and then slash videography. But if that's something I should really like be pursuing, I have no idea. I have absolutely zero clue. Zero clue. Like I have no clue. I have no idea. Maybe not a bad thing. Then again, it's another one of those because we talked about last week, not last week, week before that. We talked about at at young adults. Good people. What is good? What is good? What are good people? Who are good people? And we don't know what is in someone's heart. So it's not for us to say if they're doing that out of goodness for people. We say humankind good, and then we have like within God's definition of good, and we're saying by God's definition of good, we're never going to be good. Never. I don't care who you think you are. Never. I don't care if you're Paul or a saint or freaking, one of the apostles. You're never good. That was with Jesus. One of the apostles that was with Jesus. You're freaking Mary. I don't care. You're not good. Like good by God's definition. Or David. The people we think of as like holy people. No, not even close. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. So yeah. Yeah. I was going to say like, oh, just you're doing good, so it's fine. Yeah, good in quotations, good, quote unquote, good, depends on your definition of good, and just because you're doing good doesn't mean you're doing good for. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You have to actually look into it, but yeah, a bunch of like, yes, but good by whose definition and good. Just because you're doing good doesn't mean you're a good person. Doesn't mean you should be doing what you're doing either. Really bizarre. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. That's what I feel. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I just feel like very like, yeah, you have to think of what's your definition of good. Something we think is good because the pastor brought up the whole like the story of Tower of Babel. The whole story of Tower of Babel is they decided, oh, let's build a tower to God to like show the majesty of God, But really, what happened was we're showing our pride and look at what we can do, and how can we get close to God by getting close to heaven? And we think, oh, it's great doing it together with humankind, all mankind's coming together. Oh, great, humans are coming together and do no. God that went all pride down the tubes. I'm gonna give you all. No, I don't know if this is exactly how languages were created, but it's one of the like stories of how God went, how languages were created. Like God was like, no, you're done. You're all gonna get different languages now. What? They're all working together. So it's like, oh, that's a great thing. No, it's not. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I feel. Yeah, that's a good example. And then you get the example of all the reason you had to get make the ark. Noah had to make the ark was God basically said to Noah and his family, or just declare it to the world, you're all evil and corrupt. There's no going back. The only people who are not super crazy evil to like, there's no turning back, turning point. Like, you've gone too far. Or Noah and his family. So he's like, well, because of that, we're gonna have to use Noah and his family, and other than Noah and his family, everybody else is way too evil and corrupt. Although he was a drunkard apparently. So anyway, but yeah, they're all evil and that's it. You're like, what? Excuse me? Everybody on what? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel sometimes like, what? Okay, whatever. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff in my opinion. Hmm. I'm not saying good or bad, but or like I'm not saying the world is doomed either. That's the other thing. Humanity's doomed. No, but I'm also like, yeah, but also we're all corrupt. They're all evil. We're all bad people if you break it down far enough. But it's like, are we good people? Like, no, nobody is. Uh, hmm, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. I've been going forever. I might just end now. I'm gonna end right now. So I think that's gonna be it for now, guys. So adios, mi amigos.